When it comes to our family history, there's a way to preserve, celebrate, and share your life stories with a personal biography, just like this one. Take a look.
I don't know where the dickens the rocks came from, but there were lots of rocks in the fields, and gathering those rocks was another job that I did with my grandfather. We picked the rocks off the field and took them to make a fence, and it was not a fence to keep anybody out, it was a fence to define a line. We had one horse who could pull the stone boat. The boat was, I would say, well, as long as a good toboggan. And Bernie was very good because she could pull the stone boat with a good many stones on it without any effort.
Oh, that was so beautiful. Yeah. Steve Pender, personal historian and video biographer and president of Tucson's Family Legacy Video, knows firsthand how these videos impact those who watch it and family members who help put it together. He joins us now. Steve, now we've had you on a couple of times. We love having you on, and one thing I especially appreciate is that you do showcase one of your pieces every time you come on, a different piece of your video biographies, and they're all so lovely.
Oh, thank you very much.
And we are here today to talk about Family Legacy Video and why it's so important to hire a professional historian versus, you know, trying to throw together our own video biography.
Sure. Well, you know, and I'll answer that with a question to start off. So Heather and Tina, in your homes, okay, all your furniture, did you build that yourself?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Just
right?
doing the screws
right.
together. Does that count?
And like me, I like put a hammer in my hands and I'm dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But so I don't build furniture, but the one thing I do know how to build is a great legacy video, great video biography, because I've been in the business for over 35 years, you know? So I think one of the things I bring to the table, pardon the pun, is the organizational skills. You know, I know how to organize a project like this and to usher you as the client through it in a very fun and, you know, pain-free way, you know. So that organizational part is very, very important. And there's also, you know, the time consideration. I think what keeps a lot of people from starting legacy projects like these or finishing them if they do start them is the time it takes. You know, you may be working, you may have other demands on your time, and you can only devote maybe an hour here or 30 minutes there, and it takes a long, long, long time. Well, when you hire me as a professional, I'm working on your video from start to finish, so we can get it done reasonably quickly, and you know, you can have it when you need it and when you want it. And I think maybe the third point I'd bring out is creativity. I'm an accomplished visual storyteller. I know how to combine stories with images to make them interesting and entertaining, because after all, you know, you want your family and friends to come back and watch this video again and again, so I can do things with images that and stories you might not think of. So I think those are maybe three important aspects that as a professional, you know, I can help you out with.
Well, there's so many elements that go into this. Of course, the story, you're hearing someone, you know, a family member tell their story, like you said, the images, and then of course it kind of has to all come together and make sense. So where do you start? What kind of steps do you take to even get this process going?
Sure, that's a great question. Yeah. It breaks down into maybe three stages, okay? The first one, which you may be aware of since you're in the biz, is what's called pre-production, okay? So that's where we're doing all the planning for the project and for the interview that we're going to be conducting on camera. So I conduct what I call a pre-interview. That's where I'll sit down with the storyteller, either in person or on the phone, and we'll talk about their lives and their stories. So I get that background information that I need to write the questions. And we'll also talk about visuals and photos that the family has, so we'll get those started, and we'll schedule the on-camera interview. And then the second stage, the production, that's the lights, camera, action part of the deal. And that's where we bring in our crew and we have a great time talking to you about your life and recording your life stories. And then the third and final stage is called post-production, and that's essentially editing. Okay, that's where all the magic happens. That's where we combine your stories with the images and music and graphics to create that finished video biography, and then put it in a form in which you and your family can watch it. So that can be a DVD, it can be a Blu-ray disc, or even these days folks are starting to ask for files for the web and that sort of thing. So those are basically, in a nutshell, the three stages that we go through. And like I said before, I usher you through those, so I'm your guide through the process.
And I think you just proved the point of being an organized professional with experience. And I want to mention quickly that you do work outside of Tucson as well, but you have a special for our viewers today. What is that special?
I do. Well, first, I just want to reiterate the fact that, you know, I do travel outside of Tucson, especially for those winter visitors who are hightailing it out this time of year. You don't have to wait to come back to Tucson. And I do have a morning blend special. You know, Mother's Day is coming up, and then Father's Day right behind it. So I wanted to offer folks a chance to get a little something for Mom and Dad. So for Mother's and Father's Day, I'm offering a really great deal on an audio biography. This is where I'll come and do an audio interview. First hour is $350, and that's a great deal, really. And then we'll give 5% off of video biographies. The catch, of course, I don't know if I want to call it a catch, but you know, you do need to book the project within a week. Okay, so call me for details. We don't have to do it in a week.
Yeah.
Okay, but you do need to book it.
That's perfect. I think that's fair, and I think it's a really great deal for Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up. And we want to say congratulations to you as well, Steve, for your 2 wins of international competitions. And we will see you next time.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And as we said, for a special for Mother's Day and Father's Day, you can receive a 1-hour Budget Legacy audio biography for $350 and 5% off any video biography, as long as you do book by May 12th. For more information, you can call 743-4090 or log on to FamilyLegacyVideo.com.